Okay, good morning everyone. I'm whispering because my family is all asleep, so I'm sorry about that. But welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy and I am a nursing student, Block 1, or first semester. And today I just wanted to have you follow me around. Yeah, it's my last day of clinicals for the semester, so I thought this would just be a fun video to film. So right now I'm about to put some makeup on. The only reason, now usually I do not put any makeup on or do anything. I just put my hair in a ponytail and then go for clinicals. But today, make ourselves look a little nicer because this is the last day and we have to take our group picture. So I'm gonna put some makeup on right now and then go and pack my lunch and then get ready to go. Okay, so I've completely put some makeup on. Not the best look, but you know, it'll work. Now I'm just gonna get dressed and check back in with you guys. Okay, so I have my scrubs on now. Now I'm just gonna go pack my lunch, brush my teeth, and head out the door. Okay, so last night, I always like to pack my bag for school before I even go to bed at night. So last night I got all of my paperwork printed out and the ones from last week filled out, like all the assignments that I have due. And then I have my water ready here and my keys. So now, like I said, I'm just gonna go pack my lunch. Okay, so I'm being really quiet because there's people in my house that are asleep. But I have all my snacks packed. I usually like to do that the night before, and now I'm just gonna make myself a sandwich. So like I said, that's why I kind of did like a little clip of me like making my lunch, doing my makeup, the whole 9 yards. And right now, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, today is my last day of clinicals for the semester. So right now I am just going to Bosa Donuts, which is like a donut place that has like really good like munchkins or donut holes, whatever you want to call them. And I have to get 4 large boxes for our group. There's 3 stations at the place that we do our clinicals at, and so I have to get one for each station, and then obviously I'm gonna get some for us. So yeah, like I said, right now I'm just on my way to do that, and then it was kind of off to a late start this morning, kind of been in a rush, but I still wanted to film this video. I can't actually bring my camera into clinicals, and I'm sorry I keep looking this way, it's just the road's right here and I'm at a stoplight, so I'm trying to get this in before I have to start driving. And again, and so yeah, there we go. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm not able to actually bring my camera into clinicals so that you can see like what my morning is like, and then obviously I'm gonna update you guys wherever I can. Okay, so I got all the donuts. I basically cleared them out of like all of their little donut holes, but you know, I did give a warning last night. I called and said that I needed all the boxes of them, so I don't feel too bad about it. Okay guys, sorry about that. So, I just got home. It is about 3:45, and today was such a good clinical day. Now today is like a different kind of clinical day than I normally have, but I thought I would still show you. It's my last day of clinicals, so I feel like it's almost better that I did it because I've gone through like a whole semester of clinicals now, so I kind of know the groove of things and how it works. So usually on a normal clinical day, like obviously today we didn't have any paperwork that we had to do just because it was the end of the semester, but normally every week we have to pick a patient, perform a physical assessment on them, and then do a nursing care plan on them. So we come up with like a nursing diagnosis, then a goal, as well as like interventions that go with our nursing diagnosis, and then at the end of the day we have to evaluate whether the goal that we chose was successful or not. So like I said, today we didn't have to do that because it was our last day of clinicals, that obviously we wouldn't have a care plan to turn in next week because we don't have to go back. But on a normal basis, let me see if I can actually, I think I have a printout of the paper that we usually get to do, and let's see. Okay, here it is. So this is our, let me cover this up. Let's see if I can like show this. So this is like the care plan we usually get. So the care plan that we usually get has like us putting like the name of our name, not the name of our name, the resident's initials, obviously for HIPAA reasons we can't put their actual name. Then we also have to put like the presenting problem, any past medical history that they have, do a neurological system assessment on them, GI system, look and check if they have a catheter, what their diet is, check their respirations, their respiratory rate, do a cardiovascular system assessment, check their skin, because that is something that's like super duper important in long-term care, is that a lot of the patients, from what I've seen, do not get turned as often as they should. So since a lot of them are immobile, it's super duper important to make sure that we are turning them every few hours, because if they're not, they're at risk for skin breakdown. So like I said on here, I kind of just went on a rant there, but we have to check their skin like wherever we can, obviously like their whole body, and then know any signs of like skin breakdown or wounds or surgical sites, anything like that. And then we also have to do like it's called the SPICES assessment, where we check, SPICES is like an acronym. We have to check if they have any like sleeping problems, problems with eating, incontinence, confusion, evidence of falls, or like I said, skin breakdown again. Then we have to do a little bit of history on them, like their occupation, what their educational background is, their culture, their spiritual beliefs. Now these are things that like you wouldn't normally think are super duper important, but when it comes to like nursing care, it's super important to know what someone's religion is, because that can influence how they want their care provided. So that's one of the reasons that we do it the way that we do. And then at the end of, let me see if I can cover this up. So then at the end we have to do like, this part is easier for me to show, so that's why I'm showing this one. But we have to do like a nursing diagnosis, and then we have to do like a resident goal, as well as interventions, nursing interventions, and then evaluation. So that's kind of what we do every single week. This is like the assignment. It's like a 3-page paper that's due every week. And then if we end up having med pass, there's just like a check-off thing, or not a check-off thing, what am I saying, like a chart where we have to fill out like the medication, why the patient's taking the medication, what we need to know before the medication. Like for example, if we're giving a blood pressure medication, you're gonna wanna check their blood pressure before you give the medication. So I think I said medication like 4 times there, so sorry about that. But yeah, so that is usually what's due every single week at clinicals. And then I've actually turned in my last nursing care plan today at the beginning of class. And then we also have this thing called DocuCare charting, which is a type of charting that's like electronic. So every single week in clinicals throughout the last 4 or 5 weeks,
we had a certain system of or a certain body system that we had to do a focused assessment on. So like the first week, we had to do a cardio and respiratory assessment. So they wanted us, I guess the way that I did it is, since we were doing a cardio and respiratory assessment, I picked a patient that had a cardio or respiratory issue. So like the first week I picked a patient that had COPD, because obviously that's a respiratory issue, and so it just gives you more information that you can like chart on and ask them more about their condition and stuff like that. And it also was super duper helpful because as we had these like online charting assignments, it was also what we were learning in class. And so like I said, I don't know, that's like normally what we would go through in a week of clinicals, or a day of clinicals, and then it would be due the following week. And then other than that, we would just do like a nursing, follow a nurse for the day, and then we would also practice our skills. So like this semester I was able to practice giving some insulin injections and a flu shot. I didn't get to do a TB test, but I'm hoping that I can do that eventually. We did get to practice it obviously on like mock, like little fake arms and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what happens on like a daily basis, of like a rundown of what we go through in clinicals. Like I said, we have our paperwork that we have to fill out, and then we follow a nurse for the day and just practice our skills. So I'm sorry that this video wasn't very much like hands-on, but sorry, someone's opening the garage. So this wasn't as like in the clinical setting as I would have wanted, but obviously because of HIPAA we can't do that. But I really did still hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did like it, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.